We're going to give out the letters that you wrote on day 1. Okay? So you're going to have to find your bus leaders because they have the letters. You're going to go down to the kotel and have some time.
Love you, bro.
Yes, what are you reading now?
I'm reading the letter that I wrote to myself at the beginning of the trip.
The first night that we were here, we wrote letters. They sat down and they wrote a letter to themselves what their expectations were for the trip, what they wanted to get out of it. And when we got here tonight, we had the letters in bottles. We broke the bottles. We gave them their letters. They went down to the kotel with the letters, and they're having some time right now by themselves to read and think about the trip, to reflect on what they've experienced.
I have to say, I'm very moved by the whole thing, and very touched. It's a sad moment because it's the end of something so beautiful. Even more exciting is the possibility of them coming to Israel. And I told everybody who I could say to, and I'll say it to the whole group in a minute, that they have an open invitation to our house.
That's the biggest mezuzah I've ever seen.
Is this the biggest one in the world?
Not the biggest, but it could be the holiest.
Matt! The holiest mezuzah.
And the experience that I've had, even just being around you guys during the trip, has just really touched me, I have to say.
We are all a reflection of those around us. And it's easy to see now at this point that I'm a reflection of the 55 of you, and I'm beginning to see that you are each a reflection of the 54 individuals that you spent the past 5 weeks with. And we as the adults have the lucky pleasure of getting to spend this experience with you and watch you change, and I'm honored and pleasured to be a part of that.
We're sitting here in the walls of the old city. Right over there is the Kotel, the Western Wall, a place that 40 years ago, 50 years ago, people didn't have access to. We're sitting on the land that our fathers dreamt about for 2,000 years of exile. You came from Poland, you know how necessary it was. We started our trip here, and we're ending our trip here. And I was thinking about this famous line, and I was saying, maybe we could change it just a little bit. Im eshkachech IST, tishkach yamini. If I forget the experience of IST, then what did we come here for? You're all going home to your individual houses. You're all going to be with families and with friends that might not truly understand the experience you went through. All of you are very privileged with the fact that you each have 54 people that are constant reminders of the friendships that were here, about getting to know yourself, about getting to know God, about getting to know your relationship to Judaism. Use each other, be friends, stay in connection. That's the only way that you will never forget what you have experienced in this past month.
I hope that maybe this trip has touched you in a way that you will continue to pass on what you've experienced and to look for more and to strive for more. I love you guys. Thank you for making this an amazing summer, maybe the best summer of my life. And hope that we'll be in touch when we get home. And the journey has just begun. The trip might be ending, but the journey has just begun. So, toda rabah, thank you very much.
You can sit here if you want. It's all good.
Just looking through some of the pictures from the past
Actually, I don't.
5 weeks.
Carol's the best damn gym.
That's a lot. In other words, I just